I'm listening to Robin Schulz's Prayer album. I used to listen to this album when I was a mailman, and I would be casing mail for hours. And it's a good, like... I don't believe in genres of music because it doesn't make sense. Also, like, words are meaningless. Anyway, I'm going to read you a poem I'm working on that is not finished yet. It is very long, and I'm very proud of it. Thank you for being here. I love you. I love me. I've had a really good day today. It's sunny. I woke up at 6 in the morning for some reason, but it happens. And yeah, good day. Good day. Love the sun. Love the sun. I've meditated in the sun like 3 times today, and it's Friday. And tomorrow I'm going to the library and listening to a talk on being non-conforming and transgender. And that's exciting. I wonder how many people I'm going to run into that I know, and hopefully it doesn't get awkward. Anyway, on to the poem. Yeah. This poem is called Exactly, and that's all you need to know. Hi. We met last time. Not here, and certainly under different conditions. How have you been? This conversation, blurred amongst faces across continents. I walk away, and I'm followed. I sit back, and fingers are gestured at me in a come hither motion. As I obey, it feels like walking a plank. I look down, count teeth, hear clocks ticking as I'm told to pray to a god that I haven't believed in a long time. Whisper Hail Hades under my dinosaur mask as I'm demanded to not speak the way I do. Words ripped from diaphragm punched to the gut. Keep smiling. They can see it in your watering eyes. Later on in the night, they'll repeatedly request a tarot reading by starlight after gorging themselves on the feast I've prepared. Too often it feels like martyrdom. I solder my tongue back into its place long enough to relay messages from the universe. I attempt to remind myself to embrace potential perspective shifts. What an awe-inspiring moment to learn some patience, I guess. But every time I try to take a deep enough breath, I'm interrupted, and someone's mother is looking for me for some form of approval, leading by example, looking within for validation, and left feeling as empty as a bell. Little dangly bit at the back of my throat wanting to hit the walls. I want to paint them red. Hand grasping my shoulder, soon wrapped around my throat, feels like a collar. I have to wonder why the fuck they think it's okay to be that intimate with me. Do they think they own me? Or because I'm the most obvious outcast, the one with a defined outline that's easier to see in this funhouse world? Perhaps it's the fact that I've been working on opening my throat chakra, how it's become a pulsing beacon, tempting, captured embrace. The fact is that I do not like it. Thank you. No thank you. Something I've noticed at whomever family's gathering is that the one character that everyone warns me about looks deep into my eyes as if they found themselves for the first time in lifetimes. The one mother who cut a hole in her face from an infected attempt at staying young told me that we were like twin sisters. The mother whose son stopped speaking to her when another aimed a spotlight too bright for title drug addict to continually be denied told me that We were exactly alike. Just the same. Two souls in a pod. Grasping at my face as if we were lovers. I dug my bare feet into the graveyard and kept picking Persimmon's temporary home, the hammock my ankle-length skirt provided, as I tried to distract the oncoming waves of my mother from my mind, but I can see the water retreating. She claimed that her therapist told her to zip tie my hands and feet together and to start drug testing me when my opinions on being abused got a little too loud. She would find every connection she could on social media attached to me. While getting frustrated I wasn't taking the Valium she nonchalantly handed to me anymore. Yeah. I am accepting that the lengths of my poem are the lengths of my poem. I was brought up to think that I entered poetry in the slam scene, and they have a 3-minute rule. 3 minute, get it out in 3 minutes. And so I am able to speak quickly, but I also am embracing the fact that I need to slow down. I need to slow down. And I am. The taking the breath before the poem, that's improvement. That is my moment, taking a moment for me. That's me. And I love that. I love that for me. And I hope that other people do it too. Take a breath. Take a breath for you. You fucking earned it. Good job. Good fucking job for making it this goddamn far. Holy shit. Whew. Any hoozle. So my poems are as long as they are, and I'm not apologizing for that. I'm not apologizing because I'm not in the slam scene. I have poems that I can read at slam, and it'd be fine. The messages that I want to get to, the messages that I connect so deep inside of myself by witnessing the world, takes longer than 3 minutes. And like Shakespeare, he wrote whole plays. I'm not a fan of Shakespeare, BT dubs. And Howl, very popular poem. How long is that? That's a whole book. But really, how long is a book? That's all perspective. Isn't everything? I like that poem. Thanks for being here with me. It's an exciting ride. Love you. Drink some water. Let's drink some water together, actually. Also, set up a bit straighter if you can. I understand if you can't. If you're in bed, I get it. I literally spend hours a day in bed watching TikToks. Because depression. The spicy sense. So I like to put my right hand in the middle of my chest so I can feel my breath. We're gonna do a little let's get centered back in our body. If you'd like, I understand if you don't. And then I put my left hand. Shrek is life. I'm gonna write a poem about, and just title it Ogres, and how everything is so complicated and everything has layers and everything's an onion and a parfait. Wait, could you make a parfait dip that has onions in it? Isn't that like 7-layer bean dip? That sounds gross. I don't like refried beans, Lord. Any hoozle. Left hand. On your tummy, lower tummy. To touch your prana, the source of life, and I don't mean that in a sexual manner. So, it's right below your belly button, and also is the womb space, if you are someone with that anatomy. And it's taken me a long time to be able to embrace my tummy like that, gently. I am not a small person. And that's okay. I take up as much space as I take up, and I'm Very proud of that. And yay. But hold your tummy gently. I actually like to tell my tummy, thank you. Thank you for keeping me safe. Keep me warm. I used to like starve and have to bring home half my lunch, my free lunch from school, just so I had something to eat for dinner. So like, I have a box of snacks and it's so much fun. I love it. Anyway, breathe in through your nose. Try to get the breath all the way to your left hand. Breathe out through your mouth. I like to imagine my breaths as light going and like highlighting my body. And that makes me feel better. That's good. Shimmy your shoulders. Let them relax. Unclench your jaw. And give it a little massage if you can. Don't push too hard. Harder is not better. Many things in society have lied to you about that. Gently. Love your face. Tell yourself you love yourself. I'm so pretty. I love me. Look at these zits. How great. My body is making pearls. I love myself. I'm not going to apologize. You're here to be here. Thank you for being here. I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love me, I love me, I love me. I love my life. I love my life. I love my life. Pearls. So I grew up in Hawaii, kind of. It's complicated. We're piecing it together. It's a good time. I was in Hawaii for like my formative years. That's when what I consider like the time before I knew anything was like super bad and abusive. And the ocean. I love the ocean. I have always loved the ocean. Pearls. So I actually have pearls, and I actually used to go down to Waikiki when I got A's on my report card, which I got a lot of A's. I am a burnt out, gifted, and talented kid who is reaching all the potential in the way that was not expected because nothing goes as planned, and that's okay. I have traveled instead of double majoring in college, and that's pretty cool. That's actually amazing, and I'm very blessed. Anyway, pearls. I have pearls. I'm not going to get rid of them because I've had them for a very, very long time. Since I was at least 9, if not younger. But I think about pearls now, and I think it's very rude to go in and insert something to be an irritant so that the oyster, creates the shells like tree rings they build out. And then to get something beautiful. How vain is that? That sounds so stupidly vain to me. Actually, my pearls are natural pearls. They're not the planted ones. They're not perfectly round. I like that. It's much better. Curves are nice. Oh, loud noises. But I think pearls are rude, and I will definitely not be partaking in buying any more of those into my life. Like, the ones I have were given to me when I was a child, and then I took into my possession when I was a runaway at 17. Yeah. That one, we're not getting into that story today. We definitely will, though, and it's definitely coming out more and more into the poems. I... Yes. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm gonna go drink some water and... Yeah, I love you. Go touch some grass. Thank you so much. Really Low Effort Games, Raynon Harris, Ashley Hope, Maddie Robinson, and Josh Wyatt. Thank you for being in my life. I miss you all.